So we have a train to Rome today and had kind of like an early checkout of our hotel. So we just decided to get breakfast at the train station. Darren, how is your
chocolate muffin?
Darren has the breakfast of champions, chocolate muffin and a Caesar salad at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I have a panini and a chocolate muffin, which I'm going to save for the train.
Next stop, platform 4 for our hour-and-a-half trip to Rome. See you there. So quick update, we are 15 minutes or less out from our train and we still don't know the track number.
Yeah, we were just sitting here watching the board because like the last several days our train's been posted probably 30 minutes ahead of time which platform we're going to, and for some reason we still don't know where we're supposed to go.
We got our track assignment and the train just pulled in. We're going to
finally know where we're going.
The train hasn't.
Your train's here.
No, the train hadn't pulled in yet.
Oh.
We're on track platform 12. So everybody saw it happen. Everybody's mad dashed it to the...
I have a feeling the train's about to pull in. So we made it onto our train. It's a really nice train.
Dear passengers, we would like to inform you that the high-speed train...
So, when I get a chance, we will show you around the train a little bit. Bathroom, of course, and the food car, which we have access to. So I did pay just a few extra dollars to upgrade our seats. We're in basically a premium economy, which means we get snack service on this train as well, and we have access to the food and bar car, which we had on the last train coming in from Venice to Florence. So I think it's worth the upgrade is totally worth it. It's nice to have that. Alright, so here we go again. Our second bathroom tour on the train. So, of course, the first one I did was coming from Venice into Florence. Now we're going from Florence to Rome. And it's basically exactly the same in this bathroom as it was the other. You've got your toilet. And of course the seats just kind of automatically pop up like that. Your flush button. You've got your hand sanitizer. Your soap. In case you don't want to sanitize, you want to do soap. You push your button for your water and then to dry. So, nice clean bathroom. Really nice bathrooms on here. You got your baby changing station, your toilet paper. Literally everything you need to make it a very comfortable bathroom situation, and it's extremely clean. So really nice on these extended travel trains. Bathrooms are really great. Super nice dining car, and of course with our upgraded tickets we had access to that dining car today. However, we opted instead of going up to the bar and ordering, they were walking by and had like a food and beverage cart and just took orders and brought everything to us. So we took advantage of that option today, which was not an option on the train that we took from Venice to Florence, but that was an option here. So really nice that they have that service.
Welcome to the Rome train station.
We made it to Rome!
Okay, we just got to our apartment, so I'm gonna have Nina show you around a little bit. We're doing this as you're doing this, so we're doing a little explore. discovery moment here, and before we turn into complete shambles with unpacking all our stuff.
Welcome to the Longobattere Suites in Roma. So we opted for an apartment here in Rome. We have this nice little sitting area in front of the television. Hopefully we have some channels in English here because in our last accommodation, everything was in Italian. We couldn't understand it. And moving on to the kitchen, we have a nice dining table for 4. There's only 2 of us, so plenty of room there. We have a nice little kitchenette area with a big sink, trash can, washing pods, microwave, stovetop. So if we wanted to, we could absolutely, make ourselves some stuff here. They do have a refrigerator with a couple bottles of water in there for us, which is really nice because if you've ever been to Europe, you know that every time you go out, you pay for water. They don't give it to you for free at restaurants like you get in the States. So pretty much everything we need in the kitchen area. Moving into the bedroom. So we have this nice big bed here. Let's see. Oh, that's comfy. That is really nice. Really nice comfy bed, another television in case we want to watch TV while we are laying down. We have a nice big closet to put our things in case we need to put anything out of our bags up, which is great because there are a couple things that I will be pulling out. A hanging space and a safe for our valuables. And one of my favorite things, there it is, we have a huge balcony, private balcony in this apartment. Squeaky door, that's okay. This is our balcony. This is all our space. So nice little table and chairs. We could sit out here with a cup of coffee in the morning. Nice size bathroom. Everything looks pretty modern and up to date. Nice big sink, mirror, nice big shower. So I think we're gonna be cozy here. We opted for an apartment here because we needed to have access to washing machines. So downstairs in the basement, this apartment does have a washer, a dryer, ironing facilities, and then all the cleaning supplies for your clothes. So you can wash your clothes and dry them for free here. You don't have to pay for any of that. It's an added, so it's part of the package. And if you just walk 2 doors down, you also have access to a gym, which we haven't worked out for real in like 2.5 weeks, and we could definitely use one of those. So after we get settled, we're gonna wash our clothes, head over to the gym, and just kind of get caught up on things that we haven't really done in a while. All right, and here is the laundry room. So like we said, we are doing some admin stuff today. Desperately needed to do some laundry, so there that is, running through the dryer right now. We actually washed everything while we went over next door to the gym and got our first real workout in almost 3 weeks.
Good morning, guys. We're trying our hand this morning with public transportation. We're trying to get over to the Colosseum for our 9:30 tour. We hopped on a bus and now we're about to hop on the train.
Exactly, and we tested that out last night a little bit. We took a bus over to one of the more popular parts of town for dining and met up with some friends. So Liana, that we met when we were in Croatia on that 5 Island tour, we met back up with her. It just so happens that we were on the same schedule for Rome. So met with her last night, and then her friends Judy and Grant, also from Western Australia in Perth. We got to meet with them. We had an awesome dinner, and it was just so nice getting to catch up with everybody.
And this is our view coming out of the train station.
Not a bad view, right?
Not a bad view is right.
No,
we have not had time for a proper breakfast. So we came up the train station, grabbed 2 cappuccino and some pastries. So we're stuffing our face before we run over to meet up with our tour, which will be about 3 hours. So we're feeding our face and the pigeons.
I can't talk right now because I got this pastry in my mouth. Sorry, I'm like not quite alive this morning. I need a solid like 8-9 hours of sleep. I got like 6. Apparently there was a party going on across the river last night from where we were staying. And the music was so loud until like 1 in the morning. We had an early call this morning to get up, so I'm just trying to wake up right now.
And then during the party, I know at one point I'm hearing the Backstreet Boys at one point, and then John Denver. Yeah, in karaoke form, which was even less impressive. So that kept us up to about 1 a.m. I guess. Yeah, good time.
Yep. So
we'll rally, I promise.
we're gonna rally because we're gonna have fun today. I've been looking forward to this for months now, and we're absolutely gonna make the most of our experience and forget about how tired we are.
I'm gonna swing the camera around so you can see what we're seeing, and then we'll head to our tour here in a bit.
It's always about you, always about you, It's always about you, I think it's so rude. It's always about you, always about you,
Okay, we found our tour group and we're getting all set. We got our handy dandy earpiece and our little transmitter so we can hear the tour.
Okay, so we are just waiting for our tour to start. We ended up getting a really cool tour that takes us down onto the arena of the Colosseum through the Gladiators Gate. So of course where the gladiators used to enter through back in ancient Rome before the fights with either other humans or animals. So that's a really cool experience. It does of course cost a little bit more money than just going into the rest of the Colosseum, but I think it's a worthwhile experience for sure. And then we'll get to check out the other tiers as well, the first and second tiers of the Colosseum. And then after that, we head over to the Roman Forum and check out what is really ancient Rome. It's all the ruins of ancient Rome that have been preserved in the city. So we're in for a really, really special morning, a lot of history and some really cool stuff. So Darren, what did you think about the tour that we took this morning?
You know, I thought the tour was, very informative, totally worthwhile, a lot of great information, and I think, like we've discussed before, walking through the ruins of something that's centuries old and think about the people that used to walk those paths and those stone roads and how amazing it must have been in its height. Thinking about that, I guess, is the most amazing part. And learning about what was there and what it used to look like, and it was a great tour, and I'm so happy we got to do it.
So I agree. Some things I think it's just really worth taking a tour of, and the tour that we did today I think was totally worth it. We started off in the Colosseum. We booked through Viator. They are not sponsoring this video or anything, just giving them a shout out.
we did the Colosseum with a Gladiator Gate entrance tour, which takes you out onto the arena floor of the Colosseum. You get up to the next tier. You get all the background about the Colosseum, the gladiators, and what it was really like during that time, which was really, really fascinating. When I came to Rome when I was a teenager, we just did a self-tour, and we had no idea what we were looking at. So I think doing a guided tour is actually really worth it when it comes to the Colosseum. That was about 2 hours, and then we came out to the Roman Forum, which essentially is ancient Rome, and got to learn all about the structures that are here, what happened to everything, and what we're looking at today. Our tour guide, Anna, was awesome. She was so informative. She had so much information. She had great pictures as well to show us like what things were really like and what this used to look like, so we could kind of see, you know, the past versus the present, and really, really well done. So huge shout out to Viator for making a really fantastic tour, and we learned a lot today. And like Darren said, just taking in everything that's here, what remains here, and the grandeur of it all is just really spectacular and a must do when you come to Rome. Like, I would totally do this again.
Yes, an absolute must do. So put it on your bucket list and make it happen. It's totally worth it.
You won't regret it, promise.
Yep.
Alright, so we finished our tour this morning and we found this really cute little trattoria. It's called Trattoria Mello. It's just kind of like on the back side of the Roman Forum, across the street from it. Who'd I find? So we're waiting for our lunch right now, but this place has air conditioning, and that is a must if you're in Rome in August, because it is really toasty right now. Alright, so lunch has arrived. Darren, what did you go with?
It's a bolognese.
Okay, and I did the veal scallopini and a lemon sauce. Buon appetito! And welcome to our fourth country, the Vatican. Even though, yes, the Vatican is in Rome, it is actually its own country. It is not a part of Italy. So technically today we are in our fourth country, and we're going to be visiting the Vatican museums and the incredibly stunning Sistine Chapel, which I am super excited to go back to. I saw it a long time ago. I was blown away by it when I saw it the first time, and I'm really excited that I get to bring Darren along with me this time to experience it for himself.
So we're walking through the Vatican Museum. Nina and I have opted for the self-guided tour at this little thing. And you get to a number, you press play, and you can sit here and listen to the information they provide. But it's amazing. Everything in here is thousands and thousands of years old. I just saw a mummy. I think I should show you a picture. It still has the hair. Yeah, considering the condition these are in, 3,000 years old. The paint is amazing condition. You can't even believe it, and it's wood. I think you could spend hours in the Vatican City Museum. There's just endless amount of sculptures and history, and I mean, you could easily spend all day here. But
yeah, art, you know, this is all art that's been collected over the course of time. Either it was found here in Rome or collected by various popes over the course of history. And like Darren said, this place is huge. You could easily spend the entire day here. We're not going to. We're going to try to hit on the high notes, but this room of sculptures is really spectacular. Some cool stuff.
And we're slowly making our way over to the Sistine Chapel.
Before it gets too crowded, hopefully. It's
Yeah.
always crowded. That's just kind of a fact of, the situation is that everybody goes to see the Sistine Chapel.
And we're here on a Saturday, so it'll
Yeah,
be...
it's a Saturday, so you just kind of know that you're going to deal with some crowds. But honestly, so far it's not as bad as I thought that it was going to be. And everybody, even within the tour groups, is really respectful of one another and allowing everybody the ability to see the stuff they want to get to.
Yeah, this room's amazing, and it's exceptionally long from one end to the other. The ceiling is magnificent. It's absolutely stunning.
It is. It's like a work of art as well. It's so beautiful.
I'm going to be a broken record, but it seems like every room we walk into is just absolutely stunning, and it's hard to put into words really what it is, but this whole room is just absolutely spectacular. Thankfully, like I said, we have these little tours, the self-guided tour, so we can figure out what everything is. Okay, we just got finished in the Sistine Chapel. We were not allowed to take any video or photographs.
Unfortunately, because they used to let you. They used to let you at least do some photographs. So I was a little surprised about that, but that's okay. We'll drop some footage in over here, some stock footage.
See if we can find something interesting to add. We are now on a quest for the bathroom and the cafeteria.
Something to eat. Yeah, we unfortunately just didn't have time to grab breakfast this morning. We had a early arrival to be here right when it opened up to grab our audio guides, so we just weren't able to stop and grab something to eat. So now that we've done kind of like the big stuff here, we're gonna go grab some late breakfast, and then we'll finish up our tour of the Vatican museums, and we'll check out the rest of Vatican City.
Yeah, so welcome to Vatican Square. It's a short walk from the gate from the museum, and it's amazing, like you'd think. Very big.
Ah, no, querida.
So welcome to the beautiful, stunning St. Peter's Basilica. This is, of course, the heart of the Vatican in Rome, and the most religious place on earth for all of my fellow Catholics out there. So if you are a Christian, Catholic, whatever, if you haven't been to the Vatican yet, absolutely make this a bucket list stop on your itinerary at some point, because it truly is magnificent, and you're going to see why in just a couple minutes. So I know I said earlier that if you're Catholic, if you're Christian, that this is absolutely a must for your bucket list of places to visit at some point in your life. That goes for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a person of faith, if you're of a different denomination, if you're agnostic. I think everyone can appreciate this basilica for its beauty, for its grandeur, for just the sheer magnitude of what went into building it and who's buried here. Would you agree?
I would agree. Yeah, it's completely stunning. When you think you're sort of towards the end, and there's another wing with another tomb of another pope, and it just goes on, and the detail and the time it took to build this facility and this basilica and everything involved is, I mean, truly spectacular. And like she said, if you're not a person of faith, it's worth coming here just to see how amazing it truly is.
It's absolutely stunning, and there is literally no other structure or place in the world that's anything quite like it. It is truly unique and special. And again, one of my favorite places to visit when I've come to Rome, both on this trip and in a past trip. And we are absolutely coming back because there's some other special things you can do here at the Vatican at St. Peter's. So next time we're going to take an actual tour and explore maybe the underground part of the Basilica, something that I haven't done before.
Yeah, and the grottos and whatever else we can find.
Go up into the dome. Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, so some really special things above and below the Basilica. And we opted not to do that on this trip. Next time we come back, we're totally coming back here and we're going to explore what's above and what's below us.
Yep. Okay, after a successful day at the Vatican, we are heading to dinner.
And where are we going to?
We're going to a local favorite that I have no idea what the name is.
It's called Enoteca Trastevere.
We rely heavily on the ratings from TripAdvisor and Yelp and that kind of thing.
Well, so far they've been pretty accurate. When they say something's going to be good, it's been good, and when they say something's not so good, it's not been good.
And so far we've only made one mistake, and it cost us. But now, tonight hopefully will be different, and we'll have a wonderful dinner. Okay, after having a nice relaxing admin kind of day, we are now heading out this evening to head to the Pantheon, which our guide the other day from the Colosseum said that it was one of her best places to see, or more special than actually the Colosseum, so we'll see.
Yeah, I've been here before. I know that it's extremely special. I just think that it's a huge statement for someone that does tours of all the other big, kind of attractions to say that this is her favorite building. That's pretty neat.
So you can see how big these doors are. They're enormous compared to people. I'm going to flip the camera around. Obviously you can probably see it, but they are absolutely huge. Possibly for aliens.
So if you're in Rome on the first Sunday of the month, the Pantheon is free. The recommendation is to come either really early in the morning when it first opens up, or to come kind of towards the end of the day, last couple hours of the day, so that the crowds aren't too heavy. But it's nice to be able to come into the attraction, see it without having to pay a ticket price. They just give you a ticket for your entrance, and that's it.
Big old line of people. We're going to try to beat this big old line of people that are heading in behind us.
Yeah.
Let me show you, swing the camera around so you can see this awesomeness.
So one of the really cool features about the Pantheon is this big open hole in the ceiling that is open. There is no glass, there's nothing covering, so if there's weather, it's all coming right into the center here. This is actually a active Catholic church, so this is a place of prayer, but this building has a lot of history, and we're going to share that with you in just a second. All right, so as I mentioned, there is a robust history behind this current Catholic church. It's been a church since 609 AD. Before that, it was a Roman temple. It was built on the site of an existing temple that had previously burnt down, and that temple was commissioned by Marcus Agrippa.
The building, this current building, was built right on top of that site, while still maintaining the original temple, basically below it. This was built by Hadrian and dedicated in about 126 AD. They don't really know what time the temple was built because Hadrian decided not to inscribe it. They left the inscription of the previous temple here, but this building is about 2,000 years old, give or take a few years. So really, really cool structure and a really cool history. So we did a little research, and there's several reasons that there is a hole in the top of the dome. First of all is to let natural light in. One thing you'll notice when you look at this, when you look at the structure, there are no windows here. So the hole in the dome allows natural light in. It's also helping balance the building, helping prevent the dome from caving in because it's so heavy. Also helps with the amount of weight of the dome, again, from caving in. Some people also think that it was used as a sundial, or that it could have been a connection between the Pantheon and the gods. And one other thing is, it does allow rain to come in, but a cool feature of the building is that the floor is actually slanted, so the rain that comes in ends up draining downward towards the door and draining out of the building. So, multiple reasons for the hole.
So real quick statistic about the Pantheon, it's 43 meters high and 43 meters in diameter, or 142 feet, and it is perfect.
This is a mathematician's dream come true. Everything is perfectly symmetrical. There are just so many features in here that the math behind creating them had to just be unbelievable. And considering again that this building is 2,000 years old, the fact they were able to do what they did here with the resources they had back then is a testament to how brilliant these people truly were. So even if you're not into churches and temples and things like that, if you like math, that's a great reason to come here as well. It will totally blow you away.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
An architectural piece of art.
So Darren, why did you select this restaurant of all the places in city center Rome to have dinner at tonight?
I saw on the menu barbecue chicken, and I've had enough pizza and pasta for an army, so I wanted some protein tonight.
That's a really good reason. And so Darren got barbecue chicken and some potatoes. That's lovely. And I got the chicken cordon bleu because I too needed something other than pizza, pasta, and risotto. It's all delicious, but we needed some protein. Buon appetito!
Next stop, Spanish Steps.
That's right. They are truly magical at night.
We're gonna grab a drink and do a couple of videos for the family and
Do some people watching.
share with you guys as well. Welcome to the Steps of Humans.
Also known as the Spanish Steps. But yes, it is absolutely packed with people. It always is. At nighttime it is magical though, and it'll all be lit up at night in just a little bit. But yeah, if you're coming, just expect to be in a huge crowd. It's always crowded.
So we're waiting for a quick table at a cute little cafe at the top of the Spanish Steps. It's sort of a rooftop bar.
Yeah, my parents recommended this. They said it's really lovely at night to have a drink, kind of at the edge overlooking the Spanish Steps. And I couldn't agree more. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we're really, really happy we get to be here, especially at sunset, and take in a beautiful sunset over Rome.
Yep, it's stunning. Okay, so if you wait long enough and you're patient and you wait for the sun to go down, you can definitely sit on the Spanish Steps.
And enjoy it, because there's not a million people around you. We had a drink up there at that cute little wine bar at the top of the steps, and by the time we got down, everything had really cleared out. I mean, there's still some people here at the base, but the rest is really clear and it's really nice.
Yep. Good morning. We are up and about at the strike of 11:30. And after about right at 3 weeks today, and we knew this coming into it, we are way overweight on our bags, and we are headed to find a place to ship extra weight home.
Yeah, it hasn't mattered up until now, because we've been taking buses and trains and cars and stuff everywhere, but we're about to have to start flying again. So before that happens, we have to unload some stuff, because we can't afford overweight baggage fees every single time we fly.
So I got stuff in my backpack, Nina has stuff in her hands, and I got stuff in this laundry bag.
We should be good after this.
What we learned about Italy is that if you just step out into traffic, they stop for you.
They pretty much stop for you.
But if you wait for cars to stop, you know, you stand on the curb there, you'll just keep going by. So you gotta kind of step out in traffic. Okay, success. We got our stuff headed back to the United States.
For about the same amount that we spent to get the extra weight here in the first place. So I think we did the right thing.
Yes, overall, for the long haul, it's the right thing to do. And gets us more in the habit of wearing the same clothes over and over.
Which we've been doing anyway. But we kind of had backups for things, and we realize now that we can't really afford to do that with the weight in our bags. So, lesson learned.
Okay, time for lunch. Bye.
All right, we've had a productive day so far. All of our errands are run. We got some brunch. It was a little beyond breakfast, but we did end up getting something to eat finally. Like we said earlier, got our stuff shipped back home, and now we've gone to the pharmacy to replenish some things we were really low on. So now we can just enjoy the rest of the day.
Yep. We'll let you know where we're going to be going a little later, and it's we our last site to visit here in Rome before
That's
we head out.
For now, for this trip.
Good evening, folks. We are headed out for our last evening in Rome.
Sad but true.
We are making our way between all the buildings to get to the Trevi Fountain, but first we're going to stop for some dinner.
I found a really nice little restaurant that's very close to the fountain, very affordable, and has really great ratings, so hopefully it lives up to the hype. All right, so we just had an absolutely delicious dinner at a fantastic restaurant. Darren's going to pop the name up on the screen for you.
Right.
And now we're walking over to the Trevi Fountain. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous fountain that is spectacular day or night. We've opted to see it at night because it's even more magical.
And like you would expect,
Super busy.
It is packed.
Absolutely.
It is insanely
packed
crowded.
With people. That's because it's like, of course, one of the most popular things to do in all of Rome. Day, night, doesn't matter.
I'm gonna swing the camera around. You're gonna be like, what the?
It is way worse than the Spanish Steps, and that's a big statement.
Here we go. Okay, as you just saw, we just got to enjoy the Trevi Fountain with 5,000 of our closest friends.
At least.
It's something you got to deal with when you're out doing this stuff, doing the same thing that we're doing, is trying to enjoy the sights. And there's always going to be a lot of people, so you just got to show a lot of patience. And we got to sit on the edge of the fountain, and it was beautiful. So we had a good time.
Not only that, but one of the most popular things to do when you're at the Trevi Fountain is to throw a coin in. Apparently, back in 2016, about $1.5 million was thrown into the fountain, and that all goes to a specific charity. People sometimes do try to steal the coins from the fountain, but there are actually police around monitoring that type of thing and protecting people and protecting that sacred ritual of tossing the coin into the fountain, which is supposed to bring you back to Rome, back to the Eternal City. So we got to do that as well. You gonna say your piece?
Little transmitter so we can hear the tour.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so always the one volt. So that's why hold the one volt for the microphone. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry for the sunglasses.
Yep.
I love your little yeps. All right.
There's a lot of bird shit out here. All right, after a successful day at the Vatican, we are now headed for our dinner. So we have to take some start over.
Since AD, let me see. Scratch. Let me start that over. All right. Him by Marcus Agreed. I screwed it up again. There we go. Okay.
Oh, it's actually coming up. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, success. We got.
It's even more magical.
Yep.
Yep.
It's so magical.
It's you.